Welcome to episode 22, season 2 of Fountaincast, a bi-weekly podcast brought to you by your Fountain Hills Chamber of Commerce, striving to be your fountain of information on your business community here in Fountain Hills. I'm co-host Karen Anderson.
And I'm co-host Hannah Toth. Be sure to stay tuned after this episode as well to hear about upcoming chamber events. In today's episode, we're speaking with Orlando Brown from Greenleaf Video, here to share with us about his business and his Fountain Hills story. So we're so excited to learn more, and Orlando, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
We're so excited to have you. So first off, we'd like you to introduce yourself to our audience and tell us what brought you to our wonderful town.
What brought me to Fountain Hills? I moved to Fountain Hills in 2016, and it was by way of my ex. And at the time when I met her, she was living in Fountain Hills and she was renting, and I owned my home in Chandler. So when we started dating, she ended up moving in with me in Chandler. And after about 3 or 4 years, she would have me come out to Fountain Hills for all their events. At the fountain, on the avenue, we'd look at the properties, and she kind of slowly warmed me up to Fountain Hills. And then I started to notice how amazingly beautiful the place was. So after a few years of her, pushing me and letting me know that I did want to sell and move into Fountain Hills, we ended up selling our home and we moved into Fountain Hills. And when I first moved here, I had my own business where I was doing telemarketing. And so I had my own business, and I was doing very well, but I did not like it. And it was her who prompted me to find something that I actually enjoyed doing. And I started to get online and try to find ways to make money online, and I started to make videos. And as soon as I started making videos, it just clicked. I was instantly addicted to making videos, and it got so bad I could not turn it off. I'd be up until 2 or 3 in the morning. I'd buy courses, I'd go to seminars, and I just went overboard with making videos. And she was not very happy with the change. so it ended up causing us to split, because she wanted me to do it on the side and continue to run my business, and I wanted to go into making videos full time. So we ended up splitting, and I almost left Fountain Hills. I ended up staying because my son was going to school at Bases, and he was in his senior year. So I ended up renting for a while, and I started making videos in Fountain Hills, and I would put them in the groups every week, and that's all I did, probably for like a year. It was crickets. There was nobody. And my first client that actually paid me to do my first video was Jay Shalom.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was really because I was buying a house through him. So he kind of felt like he owed me a little bit. And so I made a few videos for him, and then it just kind of snowballed from there, and I've been doing it ever since.
That's amazing. So what services do you provide with your current business?
My sweet spot is small businesses. When I started out, I was just making them one video. And I learned that when I made one video and I would give it to the owners, they would be excited about the video, and they would just take the one video and do nothing with it. So they would just take the video and they would post it one time and they go, all right, I'm done. And that doesn't work on social media. So I slowly started to change my model to, I can make you one video for a flat rate, but for a lot less, I can make you a series of videos. And I try to get them to allow me to make a weekly video. Because doing it one time and just posting once on social media never works. It is not just to take your product and to put it in front of people and say, buy it now and just sell. The platform itself, and most owners get this wrong, it says social media. It gives you the description of how to be successful on it. One is, you have to be social. It doesn't say sell and pictures, is social media. So you need to be social. Talk about your friends, your families, your hobbies, how you started the business. tell a little bit about yourself. And then it says media, which means video. Most owners will just take pictures of their office and their products and want them to sell. And we're influenced so strongly by video. So if you consistently share who you are and you're using a video format, that's going to be the sweet spot. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
What was your most challenging video?
Ooh.
You did funny.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I got two. I just finished making a full-length music video.
Really?
Wow.
It was my first one. I would make short videos about 1 to 3 minutes for small businesses for years. And someone had approached me, and it was from the Beauty Box.
Oh.
I had made a drone footage for her, and this musician had seen it and said, "Who actually did your drone footage? I want to go out into the desert, and I want to film me out in the desert. And I think it'll look cool in the video." So she reached out to me and said, "Hey, could you could you help me make the video? And I want the drone footage out in the desert." So I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I can do that." And then we started talking, and she's like, "Well, my producer, the one who's making the video, is out of California. I don't know if he can make it." And so we came up with an idea of me shooting the whole music video. And it was really difficult because you have to tell a story. And the song is called Homeward Bound. And she talks about how she was lost and then she was found. And then we have at the end of the video, she's singing on stage. So to put that all together, and we were fortunate enough to shoot at a location. There was, what was that one place out at Goldfield?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The
town?
Yes. We shot the
Awesome.
entire video there because it had the jail, it had the saloon, it had everything in there, and
Oh,
the church.
wow. Yes.
So we had a scene in the church, a scene where she's getting drunk at the bar, and so we had everything there. We shot it all in one day. So that was probably one of my most challenging ones and rewarding ones. And another one was I did shoot the video for my own wedding. And I'm not saying I'm controlling.
I just didn't want anyone else.
I just didn't want anyone else to do it. So that was a lot of fun. One of my friends came into town and I had him just kind of lift the drone up so I can have some drone footage. And I told him just to take it straight up and to just show it from far away. And me and my wife were at the altar and we're about to do our vows and he's flying the drone around. And I'm like, "No, you're supposed to just go up and down." And so I'm hearing zzz, and I wanted to stop the wedding and be like, "Dude, you're supposed to." So that was probably the funniest one that I did, was shoot my wedding. And you were there.
Awesome. I was.
Yes.
I was there.
She was our wedding planner, did an amazing job. I am forever grateful.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. It was a very fun project. So what is it about making video that makes you so passionate about it? What was that draw for you?
Really, I love to meet new people. And I don't know if you know this, I'm a talkative person. And so I like to meet people, I like to talk to them. And when I was able to make it for small businesses, you're talking to them about their business and they're really passionate about it. And usually they just need a way to take that passion and put it into a video format that's not too salesy. So I absolutely love hearing about how they started the business and what's their passion and their goal, and to put that in a video format is I just love it.
That's amazing.
So, not business related, what do you do for fun?
Well, my son was a senior in high school when I met my wife. And my wife has 3 kids, and her youngest was starting kindergarten. So I was at the end, I was done, my son's graduating, I made it. And then right before I hit the tape for the finish line, I meet my wife and she has 3 kids. So I'm starting over with 3 kids. So most of my time is spent with family and shooting video and working out to stay in shape. That's my passion.
Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And I see all those pictures on Facebook. They're adorable.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with starting over.
Yes. The fact that she has beautiful kids, that did help.
Yes. I'm very photogenic. It works for me.
That's terrible.
Yeah, funny, right? We're supposed to entertain people, right?
You just
This is
said you.
Speaking of which, before we have you sign off, what advice would you give to other business owners here in town?
My advice to business owners in Fountain Hills. When I first started out, I was making the mistake of always trying to sell my service. And what changed was when I started figuring out what the people in Fountain Hills like. And they love pictures of Fountain Hills. So I got a drone and I started to just show how pretty Fountain Hills was. And one of the things that I would recommend for owners starting out, if you're using social media, is to be consistent. And I feel you should be making a video minimum every single week. Because if you're consistent, it allows them to connect with you and get outside of just your business. Most people are more than just their business. And if you are just your business, go find some hobbies, do something else that's just boring. So try to show yourself in different, interests and things that you have to draw people in.
So let people get to know you.
Yes, get them to know, like, and trust.
Wonderful.
Sound
And-
advice.
If anyone's ears perked up at the idea of doing videos, how can they contact you?
Super easy. You can text me directly at 480-221-8594, or you can go directly to my site, greenleaf.video. Anything else, contact me directly.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Orlando.
You're so welcome.
Yes, thank you. That will wrap up this episode. Thank you again. He was entertaining and informative, right? These are the benchmarks of good marketing. But tune in next time for the next episode of Fountaincast.
Don't forget as well to share Fountaincast with friends, neighbors, clients, anyone in your network, and please like, rate, review, and subscribe to Fountaincast wherever you listen to your podcast. For our chamber events update, be sure to join FHYC for the 2023 karaoke contest happening at Alamo Saloon on Friday, August 18th at 6 p.m. You can register for this event online at fhchamber.com on our events calendar. And be sure to head to the chamber website for more information on all of our upcoming events, or to request to do your own podcast, Uniquely Fountain Hills episode, send us additions to the newsletter, and so much more. Thank you, Fountain Hills, for continuing to be the best community. Yay!
Thanks, Joe.
That was easy. That was it.
Not so bad, right?
That was okay. That was more like explosions or stuff like that.